Memorial Day, as we all know, is a day to honor and mourn those military personnel who died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. My name, David, was given to me in honor of my mother's childhood friend, David Pitts, who died in Vietnam at the age of 18. To all of those brave men and women who have served, and to those who continue to serve, thank you for your service.
The Garage Comedian.
It's a beautiful day for a joke.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of The Garage Comedian. I appreciate you stopping by, but what I don't appreciate is when you let someone in who's trying to merge with traffic and you're being polite and you're like, oh, go on in, and then they don't give you the courtesy wave back. What is that all about? I mean, I'm not looking for a vial of blood here. I mean, you don't even have to mouth the words thank you. I don't even need that. I'm low maintenance. Just a simple flick of the wrist. Just a little, hey, thanks. That's all I need. That'll sustain me. I mean, it's bad road etiquette not to give a wave. Tell me something. If someone turns off and on their lights to signal that there's a police officer waiting in the weeds up ahead, what do?
You wave, Dave?
That's right, Breaker. Waves are the best.
You know it.
I don't know. Some people just shouldn't have their license. I think we all know a person or two that is a little unfit to be behind the wheel. My stepsister falls into that category. I was actually driving with her on this road called Glen Street last year, which is a side road. It's one of the side roads that she grew up on. And there was this one intersection that was always pretty dangerous where the roads would crisscross, but there was no signs there, no blinking yellow lights, nothing. And then finally, the Department of Transportation recognized after all these years that they should make it a four-way stop. Oh, and actually, for more information on stop signs, let's check in quickly with Professor Annabelle.
Thank you. Did you know that the first stop sign was installed in Detroit, Michigan over 100 years ago, back in 1915? The sign featured a white background with black lettering and was square.
Hip the B square!
And now back to you.
Thank you, Professor. So there I was with my stepsister. We're going down Glen Street, and we're fast approaching one of those newly minted stop signs. And I noticed that she's not really slowing down at all. In fact, she may have been accelerating. I was getting a little concerned. My heart began to beat a little bit more rapidly, and my palms were getting sweaty. I was holding on to that oh crap handle right above, and she didn't slow down one iota. We just barreled through there. Finally, after my heart left my throat, I turned to her and said, "What the hell was that?" She said, "What?" I said, "You just went right through that stop sign with no regard for human life." She said, "Oh, no, it's all good. I'm grandfathered in." "You're what?" Yeah, I'm grandfathered in. I used to live down here before they put those stop signs in." "What are you talking about? How did you get this far?" "Duh, I drove." "No, in life. How did you get this far in life?" My God. So then I said, "Well, what about that house right there on the corner that's under construction? Well, what about that? I mean, that was part of the roadway years ago. You're going to careen across their front yard and scream out, 'You weren't here in 1995, heads up, m-'" Jeez Louise. But seriously, by that deranged logic, there could be several different generations of people on the roadway at the same time, all marching to the beat of their own drum. Hey, is that an old man taking a dump on that guy's lawn? "Hey, old timer, what are you doing up there?" "Oh, this used to be an outhouse. It's all good. I'm grandfathered in." Yeah, there's nothing good about that. Grandfathered in. Looks like grandfather's pushing something out. Yikes. Another horrible driver from within my inner circle was my friend Matt. My God, especially on the highway. He used to tailgate right up to the bumper in front of us, although he used to call it drafting. And for those of you who don't know what drafting is, here's Professor Barrett to tell you more.
Thank you. Drafting is a technique when a car goes very close to the edge of another car, which then reduces air resistance. It helps save on fuel costs. The lead car only has to knock a hole in the wind, while the rear car only has to deal with the drag. All airflow moves over both vehicles, which decreases resistance to both the front and back car. Now back to you.
Thank you, Professor. So I would tell my friend Matt while he was bumper to bumper with another vehicle, "Look, I'll give you the $3 you think you're saving with this amazing drafting technique that's putting our lives in jeopardy." My God, the only drafting I want to be involved with you involves football teams, a cold one at the local tavern, or a college class. I will say this about Matt though, he really did fit his Thunderbird. Have you ever noticed how some people just fit perfectly with the cars that they purchase? Like my wife back in the day, she had this sporty little Toyota Celica. It was red, sassy, just like her personality. I drove multiple Toyota Camrys, which appealed to my pragmatic sensibility. I'm off to get the milk and eggs. Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, drives a pimped out Ford F-150. Although that one's a bit odd to me. I thought for sure he'd be a Chevy guy. And while some people are unsafe behind the wheel, like my stepsister and my friend Matt, there are some states that are unsafe. Yes, an entire state. Like, did you know that in New Hampshire, it is not mandatory for an adult to wear a seatbelt? Additionally, you do not need to wear a helmet if you're riding a motorcycle. Yeah, I'm beginning to think it's not a coincidence that the state motto is live free or die, with heavy emphasis on the back end of that. And this happens to be the same state who has this incredible law. It says it's against the law to inhale bus fumes with the intent of inducing euphoria. But clearly, if you want to suck on a tailpipe and die from carbon monoxide poisoning, have at it. Go for it. But I love the Granite State, or the Countertop State as I like to think of it. I just totally plagiarized myself. Here's the link above. I used that same joke in episode 7, TikTok. Nailed it again. But at least North Carolina doesn't have any crazy, outdated, antiquated driving rules or laws. I'm getting a buzz here on my phone. Just a moment, please. Oh, hey Beans.
North Carolina does have one crazy driving law. It's unlawful to drive through a cemetery for fun.
Really? So I'm not allowed to do a Mad Lib on the way to Papa's grave?
Nope.
All right, thanks for the info. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Well, that's quite the development. I wonder what spurred such a law. Were they having late night tailgate parties at the cemetery? Rockin' till the break of dawn. And if they were, I certainly know one person who's all about tailgates. Matt, that's your cue. Oh, I'm sorry, Draft Master. All right, y'all, I'm out of here, but just remember, life is a highway. Hey, I can see me on the camera. Old school selfie style. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more funny videos like this, click the subscribe button. New episodes launch each Monday. The more you know.